Hey y'all, we are back at it again. This is day 8. I don't know what day it is. Anyhow, today we are making some infused rose oil, homemade infused rose oil. Now, I'm making this particularly for the video that I'm making. Well, the video that I'm putting up tomorrow, which is rose salve. But rose oil has lots and lots of different uses. You can put it in diffusers because it smells superb. You can use it on your skin. It's good for like wrinkles and things of that nature. You can add it to perfume. The list goes on. You can use rose oil for so much stuff. Anyhow, all you need is dried rose petals. I did rinse mine off. That's why they was like a little stuck together. I rinsed them off and then I put them in a towel. I set something over them so they could dry. That's why they was a little bit stuck together. And you can use either jojoba oil or you can use sunflower oil. Now, the reason that I chose to use sunflower oil is one, because I was doing a quick diffuse as opposed to a slow diffuse, and two, sunflower oil costs less than jojoba oil, so I use my jojoba oil very, very sparingly. So the quick diffuse is super duper easy. So really is the long diffuse. It just takes a month to make that way. But all you do for the quick diffuse, you break the rose petals up into a jar or a container. All I'm going to do is pour the sunflower oil over my roses. I'm going to pour it just enough in order to cover the roses. Once you start to like see them rise a little bit, you know you have enough oil in your jar. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. As opposed to the slow diffuse, you do this same thing, except for after this you have to put it in a cabinet for like 4 weeks. So I didn't want to do that. Now my rose water, which I'm going to show y'all in just a second, that I do, I infuse that slowly. I put it over heat initially, but after I take it out of that heat, I put it in the cabinet and I literally just let it sit. This rose oil that I'm in, this rose water that I'm finna show y'all, has been sitting for, I want to say, about a month, and I'm about ready to bottle it up and start to use it. I use it as a toner. This is what it looks like right here. You see how red that is? Oh my god, it almost look like wine. That's how you know you got some good rose water. So I've let that sit for a while. Anyway, after you put the lid on. Don't put the lid on too tight. Just put it on so it's covering a little bit. So it's covering, but it's like a little bit loose. So after you do that, you're gonna see me put it in a pot. I'm going to double boil this this oil and these rose petals. I actually added a couple of rose hips as well, and you'll see what rose hips look like in tomorrow's video. But I end up adding a little bit of rose hips to the jar. But you're gonna double boil this for 2 hours. Okay, so I just put it on. I'll put some TV on. The only other thing that you don't need to forget is to refill that water, because I'm doing it in such a small pot and I didn't put that much water in to begin with. You're going to want to check that water level every, I would say 30 minutes, and just refill that water so that your pot does not dry out and burn and you don't have no water left inside of it. So this is after the 2 hours. I'm going ahead and taking it off of the heat. I'll show you what it looks like, but it's ready to use after this. So in tomorrow's video you will see what I'm using it for. This is the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of that good stuff. Excuse my pot holders that you're gonna see here in a minute. I do a lot of things with them, but you will see tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and make rose salve, and I will see you guys then.